is quenched, thank you.
Yes.
The menacing skeletal guardian looks at you wearily, then yawns.
So you dare defy the will of Brachus Rex, prepare to die, and so on and so forth. And I am sure you're a pure delight at funerals. I hope this brings the discussion to an end. I don't like being roused from slumber, only to be greeted by such banality. Well, I wouldn't have said so if they didn't. Can't eat, sadly. Food goes right through you. Too bad, too, since those fiery hogs gave me a hankering for a good pork stew.
She moans impatiently and taps her bony foot.
Yes, I know he's dead. I am still obligated to perform his wishes. He may not live, but the threat of his curse hangs over me. It is as you say. In any case, no curse could possibly be worse than this droning drivel.
Be on your...
The guardian chokes on her words, as if strangled by an invisible hand.
Aye, the giant takes notice.
What's up with you? You look terrified. What a chicken. Bok, bok, chicken. Here, chicken. You make me sick. Who's there? Oh, I can hear you. Captain, is that you? Captain.
A young magister tenderly fingers two fresh gashes.
Stop! Stop! Who goes there?
He raises his...
State your name! Escaped!
He sidles blindly beside the cart.
I can't let you go! It's my job, it's why I'm here! Don't you understand?
He continues to grope toward you. His sword, he clings tightly to your forearm, getting his bear.
How bad is it?
He stands there.
Look!
He pulls a pair of shackles out of his bag and...
Nothing! Understand? Stay away! Wait. Do you hear that? Oh, gods. Oh, gods, they're back! I would have died without you. Thank you.
His head suddenly falls forward. He starts to sob, though no tears fall from his wounded eyes. He stands stock still, then collapses into you. You nearly lose your footing with the weight of him.
Shite. Oh, it hurts so much.
He quickly pushes you away, wipes his nose, and clears his throat.
No, please don't. You're a sorcerer. Your magic is dangerous.
His hand hesitates at his belt, where a pair of shackles dangle.
Get out of here, okay? We never met. No one has to know. I won't forget you either. Goodbye.
Can't believe we lost so many men and still never got through the last gate.
To arms! The dead are back! Keep an eye out for their void-woken pets!
Purging sins for a pile of dead brothers. This better be worth it. Can't believe we lost so many men and still never got through the last gate.
What is that?
Whatever it is, it looks dangerous.
Can't believe we lost so many men and still never got through the last gate. How much murdering is one sin? Let's go! One cartload of purging sticks for a pile of dead brothers. This better be worth it. I'm ready!
In the flickering torchlight, you see a Magister lying muttering on the ground. As you approach, he turns with a jerk.
Hey, come to finish the job that your foul magic began, sorcerer? Shame. A quick end would be a mercy.
You look at his hand and see that the skin is midnight black. It seems to undulate, as if worms were squirming through his flesh. He grimaces and tucks it underneath his arm, squeezing it tight. He nods towards the bodies of the dead Magisters, twisted in the thorned blood.
Same as those poor souls. We finished clearing out this blasted room and wanted to move on to the next. As soon as they touched that switch, they were screaming. Some void curse. Dallas warned us to take care, but we never knew we'd...
He looks up at you, his eyes staring deep into yours.
I saw how they died. I heard them screaming. I don't want to go like that. I don't want to face that. Please. I can't lift my sword. I can't do it myself.
He lowers his eyes to stare at his black, squirming hand.
Just make it quick.
Halt! Who goes there? Quite so. I am Marina the Brave. You are daring indeed to enter my domain. As well you should. I'm an assassin of ants and crucifier of crickets. All rodents bow before me. So do lesser beasts, like elves, for instance. My title is bestowed upon me by the King of all Rats in honour of my renowned achievements.
She waxes on at length regarding her wartime exploits, describing feats no rat you've ever seen could actually perform.
And thus I brought Morienda to his knees. And that was all before noontime.
To your surprise, the rat listens intently as you recount your time in Fort Joy and your escape into the Hollow Marshes.
Oh, my friend, you are an adventure after my own heart. I have heard many stories in my day, but none as exciting as this. May I ask you a favour, perhaps? I want to know more. More. Return to me when you have a chance and share your adventures. I want to hear about every spell cast and cliffside scaled, every chest pillaged and every sword swung. But if you are to return, I need to make sure you remain in one piece. So, let me share another morsel of information I've picked up on my travels. The levers in here are cursed. Best not to touch them unless you bless them somehow, lest they infect you with their torment. Now hurry back. I can't wait to hear if your ventures can hold a candle to the other. I mean, to my own.
Knowing the reputation of Brackus Rex, we should tread gingerly. What is this contraption?
His Most Gracious Highness, Brackus Rex. Before you stands an ancient shrine, runes carved deep into its rock. The runes are in no language you understand or recognize. The shrine seems completely inert. Your fingertips tingle as you reach out to the shrine. You feel power stir in your chest, but you feel lacking, like a cup. Before you stands an ancient... The runes are in no language... You are awash with muddled thoughts, confusion, anger, sadness, loathing, a shocking absence of joy.
This puddle, it glows. What could this mean?
Before you stands you feel the source inside you swell. Your power flows from your chest and into your hands, green tendrils of power slithering from your fingertips across the shrine. The shrine starts to vibrate and glow, slabs of stone gliding across each other as it begins to open.
Your courage in the face of danger is inspiring, my friend. Lucian guided your blows rightly.
His eyes travel from your face to your feet, then back again.
You're no magister, judging from that collar around your neck. How'd you come to be here? Name's Gareth. I'm a seeker, and I can help you. A wise choice, sorcerer. I'll mark a safe place on your map.
His eyes scan the horizon and then settle on yours. A moment passes.
I can't stay. You shouldn't either. What did Lucian say? Ah yes, evil feasts on the indolent. Get yourself to safety, and soon. You'll always have a place at the Seeker's table.
The bear cub looks at you, eyes filled with sadness. The cub stifles a sob.
I want my mum.
The cub sobs and shakes its head.
Don't say that, missus, don't say that. I'm too young to be without my mum. What'll I do?
The cub absorbs this. It takes a deep breath, puffs out its chest.
You're right. I'm going out in the world and I'm going to make my mum proud. My mum. Mummy.
The bear cub looks at you, eyes filled with sadness.
Such barbarism. Dear. It looks like these people ran into a Magister encampment and were slaughtered for their troubles.
I spotted something.
You're stumbling away from the shoreline, a deep wound in your side. Behind you, the remains of your ship slip beneath the water. You press on, you and the others. A clearing further inland, a camp, a Magister camp. They weren't supposed to be here, yet here they are, twice as many in number as you and my friends. You reach for your sword, but the sky is already thick with Magister arrows. The seeker whimpers incoherently, seemingly You thought you'd already seen the full depths of Magister cruelty.
There's nothing to be done. Let's keep moving.
A blade through the heart would be a kindness to these lost souls.
We should keep moving. We don't want to end up like them.
The Divine Order knows no mercy. It deserves none in return.
A quick death would be...
A blade through the heart would...
An old elf's pained gaze passes between the crucified. He seems on the brink of tears.
Dear ones, not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
He covers your hand with his.
It will take a great light to drive out this manner of darkness. A great light indeed. They're as good as my family. But I cannot heal them. I cannot heal them. So much pain. But they're still inside. They're true souls. Uncorrupted. I feel them still. I see them still. And yes, I know full well what they'll become. And I know full well they'd rather die 1,000 deaths than be used in such ways. They're called Shriekers. Upon sight, they blast passers-by with swords so powerful none can withstand it. Instant death, that is guaranteed. Where you find shriekers, you can trust the Divine Order is hiding something they desperately want to keep private. Fate of my dear ones proves there must be some such thing on this very island. Stay away from shriekers if you want to live. I know not how much longer my friends here have. Peace be.
Beginning and the end, we will return.
The corpses of voidlings lie in heaps around you, a miasma of cursed fluid pooling at your feet.
Those filthy beasts were like rats. A swarm most vile, but vanquished as a matter of course.
If this is all the Void has to offer, we're bound to emerge victoriously.
No worse than a death fog nightmare. Ichor and madness, and then it's all over.
We can't get caught up in another battle like that. They're only getting worse.
Well, that was fun. Could have gone a few more rounds myself.
They came wave after wave after wave. Relentless. Jolly good fun, actually.
It was madness! Big fire boom, lightning crash! One moment, sun! The next, I feel darkness inside me, then noise! So much noise! Clank, moan, clink, groan! I hid in a stump. I'm not a stupid squirrel. I have much stowed away for hard times. But I saw them! I saw the shinies! Loud! Fire and steel! Crash, bash, boom, splat! It was warm, then it was cold. No one left, just salamanders. They liked the meat. But I saw the shinies, 4 of them, round. Darkness left, then light again. Warm, saw glints in sand and dirt. Don't eat shinies, but I like to look at them. They make happy.
I am your death. I take your all. I am your last breath. I shall take your soul. blood and water I call.
I'll yield to none.
From fire and earth as well, but I've yet to find you.
Greet the Reaper for...
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
I am the scourge. I am light.
Is it turned on us or just lost its mind? Ooh, Perkus! Put some space between us and this lunatic! Aye, the giant takes ask away. She... Indeed, Quercus. Let's be off.
I've spotted something. Careful! I spotted a
Look
trap.
out. I see a trap nearby.
shinies!
Up on the ledge before you, a lone lizard woman overlooks the marshes. Her stare is as sharp as the bolt eyeing you from atop her crossbow.
Stand back and keep your hands off your weapons. Convince me you're no Magister, or draw one last deep breath.
Her eyes go wide with delight upon your mentioning Han.
May the goddess keep you for saving that little Lionheart. Young Han told me the story of his rescue. Oh, you are most welcome indeed.
With one graceful motion, the lizard throws down a tangled mess of vines for you to climb.
Come, ascend to the sanctuary of Amadia. You'll find you're not the only guest here, but the Great Mother provides for all.
The Red Prince interrupts as you're about to speak.
This woman is a dreamer. I can see the answers spinning in her eyes. Do rest your legs for a bit while I question her. You're too kind.
Red Prince and the Dreamer exchange courteous pleasantries, as if they're finding themselves in a palace hall instead of a death-ridden swamp. She introduces herself as Bahara. To your surprise, they next lie down on the ground in a seemingly warm embrace and fall asleep. What follows, though, is far from peaceful. They claw and thrash as if struggling for dear life, caught in the hold of some hideous nightmare. Then they wake, haggard, exhausted. They speak of a vision, Brahmos, and another red lizard.
Praise the daylight. I am now. There was death in that dream, chasing me like 100 hungry lions. But at least I've new direction. Then I will finally know the truth. The very secret of my soul.
The proud man has returned, but yours is the pride, is it not? All in this sanctuary rejoice to have Sir Gareth back, but yours is the glory. You are too modest. You did well. These seekers were blind without their leader, but you returned their one-eyed king. All kings, like their castles, must crumble. You are right. But today we live, and today we will not topple. It is my firm belief you will see to that. My name is Bahara. Like you, I am a sorcerer. But unlike you, I am also a faithful servant of Amadia. Praise be her name, and praise be her starlit eyes. Your chant has no meaning, for you know not of whom you speak. So let us sweep away such ill-starred ignorance, and allow me to enlighten you. Amadia is the Great Mother. She is the goddess in whose womb magic was conceived, from whose sacred body immortal wizards were born. Gratiana, her priestess in this sanctuary, is teaching me her ways. For several years now, I've been her disciple, but she has resided here for centuries, sustained by Amadia's love. I was like you once, a lost soul driven by instinct from the bowels of Fort Joy. There have been others. They tried to make it back to the mainland, but were never heard of again. I chose to stay. My home is here now. This is where I found solace, found sanctuary. I found the Great Mother, and have been nurtured by her magic ever since. The guests, they call themselves Seekers. They're brave people, and friends to sorcerers. But you'll find them a battered band here today, brought low by bloody battle. Magisters, of course. Who else? The Seekers came here to rescue a sorcerer from the fort. They failed. Many fell. They've heard the Shrieker's shriek. I thank the goddess I'm not haunted by their sound. Have you never heard of them? From the tales they tell of Brachus Rex, they were living weapons, made of flesh and reared in torture. The pain they endured was so terrible, their screams turned to solid lightning. Turns out the tales are true. The Magisters dug deep and returned these horrors to the surface.
They knew him to be God-woken. They sought to kindle the divinity slumbering deep within his soul. But Alexander bears no rivals. Only the son can follow the father, or so he is convinced. For him, divinity. For the others, the dungeons. It is truly harrowing to know this man seeks to be the Seven's chosen. To know one's fate is to be fearless. I reside in Amadia's palm. I am hers to shield, or hers to crush, and in that knowledge, I am content. As you wish. It is the laboratory of a lunatic. A place removed from mercy and sanity where mad Brachus Rex would experiment to his dark heart's content. There are ruins in the marshes. Stonework vultures that perch above the king's long-buried treasure. But his is not a treasure of gold, ruby, and sapphire. It is a treasure of death, weapons, and vile magic. The nights here are long and lonely. But I often listen to my mistress Gratiana speak of days long gone, the heydays of Brachus Rex. Perhaps she will tell you her tales as well.
The young woman twists her hands together to warm them at the campfire, fingernails bitten to the quick. Noticing your attention, she looks up at you like a startled deer.
Sorry I've no welcome drink or anything, but the misery here...
She gestures half-heartedly at the suffering of the shelter's wounded.
Maybe if we ever get to safety again, I'll agree with you. I can't believe I ever got involved in this whole mess. My sisters and I make trinkets. I tagged along with the Seekers for safe passage to sell them, but now there's nowhere for me to go. Most of my wares were lost in the attack, but I did manage to salvage some of our sorcerer's sundries. My sisters and I have been working on magical, alchemical, and downright infernal trinkets for years. Thanks to sorcerer's sundries, anyone with coin can have sharper weapons, stronger armor, and shinier equipment.
She clumsily proffers some paper. It slips through her fingers, but you manage to catch it mid-air.
Here, our leaflet has all the details you could ever want to know. Oh, I know my wares are not cheap, but they are so very out of the ordinary. But listen, my sisters and I have a little game to lighten spirits in harsh times. So, if I tell you a riddle and you can get the answer right, I'll give you a good discount. Deal? Oh, listen carefully now. I stand tall in the morning, I shrink in the afternoon, I disappear at midnight, but I'll be back very soon. What am I? Oh, did I say it too? I stand tall in the morning, I disappear. What am I? I'm sorry, but that's not... You'll find Demira in Driftwood and Donna in Arx. Dagmar, well, I don't quite know where she's got herself perched these days. Maybe you'll get to meet all of them on your travels. If you do see them,
Her brow furrows as she looks around the shelter. When she looks back at you, her eyes are glassy and devoid of hope.
Just tell them I'm safe. No matter what happens. Goodbye, then.
The young man fidgets with his armor and half-sword excitedly. He sees you approach.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
Did you see? Gareth's back. He's here to take us home.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
Keep your wits about you, Leia. We need you.
Thank you, Gareth. We can't wait to go home.
Blessed Allah, grant these soldiers your protection. I pray you will strengthen their strength and set their brains ablaze. I pray you will bless their hands, so no curse.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
Did you see? Gareth's back. He's here to take us home.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
Was it you who saved Sir Gareth? From the Magisters? 7 praise you, stranger. You don't know what it was like for us here. We all thought we were going to die. Now with Sir Gareth back to lead us, and if I know him, he must have found those source weapons, we might actually have a chance at surviving this.
The young man has abandoned the maps and now prepares his armor with
Thank you for finding Gareth, stranger. I owe you. We all... Now with Sir Gareth...
Hold up. I've got to take care of some business. Friend, how does life find you?
Well, I'll be. If it ain't the beasts of the sea. Stories of your beard alone fly across Riverland like flocks of crows. Fair a bit more inland than you'd prefer, yeah?
Ain't I know it, ain't I know it.
Beast claps him on the back and chuckles heartily. If they hadn't met just a moment ago, you might think the dwarves lifelong friends.
I don't want to intrude, seeing as how you got your own trials and travails, but I don't suppose you've been to Reaper's Coast of late. Maybe heard of a fella named, what was it? Lohar?
Lohar? Yeah, I know of the guy. From back when I was looking for fishing work out in Driftwood. He's, how shall I say, an entrepreneur. Still out there a bit. Had his stubby fingers and a lot of pies, if you get my meaning.
Sounds like a man I'd buy 2 flagons of mead for. One for drinking and one for toasting. I got something for him. I'll tell him you sent your regards, Mr...
It's Duggan it is. Oh, and this here's Leia. You gotta be sick of that collar. Leia, you can get it fixed up, yeah?
Sure thing.
Bet you're glad to be rid of it. Amazing to meet the beast in flesh. Let's see if we can get you back to sea. Fighting the good fight, yeah? Your lungs have got to be starved for the salt air.
Beast chortles and nods, then passes you a sly wink. Such a charm bucket.
Gareth is back.
She throws her arms around you in a tight embrace.
Thank you, thank you. You're so good, so kind, so brave.
I pray you will...
She smiles and hugs you again.
What a beautiful day. What a happy day.
My thanks, friend. I can't remember the last time I've seen her smile like that. If there's anything we can do for you, you have only to ask. Well, know that you have my deepest thanks.
And mine. Mine too. Thank you. Divine blessings upon you. The sun shines brighter now that
Soon enough. I told you, lass. We'll be heading home in no time.
Before you stands a figure wrapped in cloth. As she turns from her prayers, you can see nothing of her eyes except two deep, dark holes in an ornate mask.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
Armadia's blessings, child. So you are the one who returned Gareth to his flock. You have my thanks for giving them hope, but I fear for their future. They cannot escape these swamps. They do not have the strength. Armadia has not gifted me the grace to heal, nor the strength to fight. There is nothing more I can do. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps there is another path. I told the Seeker that the soul-forged weapons of Brachus Rex remain hidden in a vault, but the Magisters recovered them before he could. Gareth failed to reach the armory in time. But there is another vault, hidden beyond the Magister's guile. If you can steal away these weapons, your friends may well stand a chance. But beware, such items are of limited power. If they cease to function, speak to me. I will be able to help. Armadia's blessings on you. But pray, a moment. This vault also contains relics of great power. Soul jars. If you return these to me intact, I could make an offering of them to Armadia. Her blessing could save many lives. Armadia's blessings upon your brave soul. And have you found Go in
Amidst the placid little pond, the face of a goddess lies half submerged in the water. Rivulets stream from her deep-set eyes like endless cascades of sunlit tears. You feel peaceful in her presence, soothed somehow by an intangible comfort. As you gaze upon her loving face, you find yourself drawn into a trance-like state. A voice seems to reach you from within your mind and from the furthest reaches of the stars. Its whispers caress you like a breeze. The voice grows stronger, like a breeze picking up. What were whispers become words.
My children, my children. Gone are my children. Dead are they in the cradle I have ruled.
A feeling of indescribable sadness assails you. It feels like your heart merges with the spirits, torn together by a coil of thorns.
My child, my child, weep with me for the mother who has lost. Weep with me and bathe in the tears of Armadia.
Your tears mingle with those of the goddess down in the tranquil crystalline pond. As suddenly as it came, the voice is gone, and you wake from its presence as if from dream-filled slumber. The pond now shines with an inner light, and standing in its waters, you feel rejuvenated, pure, as if born anew.
Give them your protection as they search for the soul jar. By Armadia's grace, what did you do? This is incredible. In all my years, I've never seen the goddess bestow her blessing on someone. I am humbled to be in your presence. Truly, we are blessed to know you. If Armadia favors you, that is all I need to know. Go in peace, sister.
He works fast, checking weapons to see if they're battle-ready. He thumbs the edge of a blade. It draws blood. He grins.
The blade is thirsty. Now, what can I do to thank you for saving Sir Gareth? Fancy a weapons upgrade? We don't have much, but you're welcome to what's here. Nice doing business with you. I wish I had... This one might serve, but not for long.
May they be granted the strength to do what must be done.
This may do some damage before it breaks forever.
Blessed Mother, bringer of magic, I pray these sorcerers. Give them your protection as they search for the soul jars.
Make the blades sharp and true.
May they have
Yes,
the
sir.
wisdom to return them here.
I can make this work.
May they be
Maybe.
granted the strength to do what must be done.
I can make this work. Maybe.
Blessed Mother, bringer of magic, I pray.
This may do some damage before it breaks forever.
Give them your protection as they search for the soul jars in your name. May they have the wisdom to return them here. May they be granted the strength to do what must be done.
He works fast, checking weapons to see if they're battle-ready. He thumbs...
The blade is thirsty.
He looks up from his...
Help you? Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
You're in luck, sorcerer. Gareth's back, and he's going to get us out of here. All of us.
By Lucian's locks, stop fidgeting, lad.
The young woman stares at a trio of bodies, dead from their wounds, seemingly.
They're dead. And for what?
Keep your chin up, kid.
Chin officially up, Sir Gareth.
You don't remember? Goodness. One moment my flesh was flaming with cursed fire, and the next you had eased my pain. I can't tell you how grateful I am for your kindness. Now I'm just trying to get used to life as a pig. It's not so easy. I never did enjoy truffles. It's pretty simple, all things considered. I eat a lot. Fungus, mostly. And I'm really into mud. You see pigs roll around in it, but until you are one, you just can't understand. I miss being a wizard, though. Not sure I'll be on top of all the latest techniques, but I'd be a fine teacher of the old school, I would. Well, I can trace it all back to Brachus Rex, of course. Many of us opposed his reign. Few dared to speak against him, though. A few of us wizards took the chance, though. We figured if we spread the word of his deeds, we might encourage enough people to come together, find a way to take him down. But we underestimated the cowardice of our comrades. All we succeeded in doing was being branded heretics and brought to Brachus Rex's court. The results were horrifying. A double curse, turned into pigs and set aflame for eternity. I like not being on fire, so I don't want to complain too much about the pig part. I'm not sure. I have prayed to Armadia, but she offers no answers. Really? There must be a shrine there. If anyone can restore me to my previous wizardly self, it's Armadia. I'm so grateful for this news. I'm going there now to seek Armadia's blessing. Thank you. Thank you.
The air here is fine. A blessing from Armadia.
This one might...
Thanks for sending me here. It's quite beautiful, isn't it? I've prayed to Armadia real hard, but I'm not sure it's done much good. Still, a wizard trapped in a pig's body. Oh, what a grand idea! I'll try that. What's the worst that could happen?
Give them your protection as they search for the soul jars in your room. May they have the wisdom.
Armadia, you have heard my prayers.
May they be granted the strength. What miracle is this?
Well, hello. May you walk with Armadia. Oh, I'm a wizard. And I was a long time ago, too. In between, I was a pig. And I was on fire for most of that time. It's a long story, but I think I'll leave it in the past and look to the future instead. Bye now.
Frozen ground in the middle of a swamp. What's going on?
You knock hard against the wood, search...
A winter dragon.
The dragon stares you down with flinty, intelligent eyes. Unreadable glyphs mantle this ancient pillar, Braided through thick iron rings, source-infused chains bind the dragon. The dragon rakes the earth with ice and quakes from the impact knock you back. The freed dragon looks sick and pale. As you approach, he stretches his tattered wings weakly and fixes his intense gaze upon you. Frozen tears glint in his eyes.
My gratitude for your efforts, friend. Yet I am no more free now than I was in those chains. Please, help me find true liberty, or sing me to the endless slumber. But of course that must be why you stand before me. Slain called to Lady Death, and here you are. A coincidence? Perhaps death heeds not the call of the free. Although, you look not unfettered yourself. My soul is bound to joyless obedience. Purged of my source by the wickedest of witches, I stand enthralled to her every whim. She has only to command, and my traitorous body complies. The witch Rebecca! I was in love with her once. For the smallest slight, really a trifle, she wielded a purging wand against me, enslaving me to her will. Now only my voice remains my own. She trekked far underground beneath a nearby tower, seeking ingredients for her vile potions. I can feel her dark heart beating within my own, even from here. I await her return, yet I would prefer to welcome death in the sight of her face again.
The dragon sniffs and rakes at the ground with one razor-sharp talon.
A thought cannot mend a soul. A prayer cannot heal what has been ruined. You talk to soothe yourself, not me. Allow! I did not choose this. As I am quite sure, you did not choose any number of indignities in your own life. Least of all your presence on this hellish isle. That you would even ask such a question of a stranger already in your debt. There is much goodness within you, but this task would not be easy. Rebecca is a canny one. Cat to your mouse. She consumed all my source with her purging wand. So long as she holds it, she has absolute control over me. If you could retrieve it for me, I could be free again. You would have my gratitude, and whatever aid I can then offer to you.
Are my eyes fooling me?
What is this place?
A tall woman stands amid a field of corpses, some fresh, some ancient. The sour smell of them stings your nostrils, your eyes. As you draw nearer, the stench blooms into a humid flavor you can almost taste. The woman turns to you, bitten lips parting into a grin. She tucks a small bunch of black-red roses into a leather strap across her left hip and, preparing to curtsy, offers you a hand.
What a bore.
She stands to her full height, her lips pursed in disappointment. She cocks her head and takes you in. The stench of death and sewage suddenly intensifies.
Now, that's enough of that. Ave de more de mer galach. Ha! Never mind. I mistook you for someone else. I am Radica. And you must be here for the same reason as I.
She pats the bouquet at her hip.
But you're too late. These roses belong to me. Looks like we'll have to find some other way to keep you busy. Ha! As though you don't know. This is the one place in all of Reaper's Coast where blood roses actually thrive. I suppose you just stumbled in by mistake. Disgusting how they keep our kind trapped here. We are the most powerful beings in all of Rivellon. Brachus Rex knew that, and he populated this cavern with the bodies of those who stood in his way. Our way. I can only imagine all the terrible ways he mangled them before he finally killed them. It must have been so extravagant. Come now, darling. If you're going to talk like that, you might as well stop talking.
She presses her lips to yours. Her mouth is soft, her breath sweet. She kisses you gently, then harder, her teeth raking softly across your tongue. Suddenly, her breath sours in your mouth. It is rank, mouldering, thick with the taint of death. You try to pull away, but she is holding you tight and hard. You hear a low hum, getting louder. Before you realize what's happening, winged insects pour from her throat down yours. They ricochet around your mouth, a wet, buzzing mass, more by the second. Suddenly, all at once, they start stinging you from inside. She stumbles back a few paces and wipes her mouth.
Ha ha! Delicious. So bloody delicious. Tell me, little girl, do you know why the soil here is so very fertile? Do you know why it's the only place in Reaper's Coast where blood roses grow? Now, let's not be unkind. And don't change the subject. It's the corpses, darling. Blood roses only grow in soil rich with corpses. I'll need more roses soon enough. I already started with the last traveler who interrupted me. Come, let's make next year's harvest a real bounty.
Look at that wand. It hums with inner source.
You see a glimmer of hope flicker across Slane's eyes as he notices your approach. It's quickly doused with the practiced scowl of the oft disappointed.
Have you brought it? Or am I to remain a slave?
Slane rears back in eagerness, grasping the purging wand with razor-sharp claws. Before your eyes, the source from within the wand surges into his draconic form, filling him with a light so bright that you must shield your eyes from the glare. The blazing brightness dies down. Squinting, you now see no dragon before you, but the figure of a handsome lizard. A handsome lizard with the same eyes as Slane. His eyes still blaze, a piercing silver. A triumphant smile dominates his face as he bows extravagantly before you.
Slane, at your service. Neither. Both. I am a dragon knight, the last of my bloodline. Shifting between two shapes is our greatest gift. What I would have given to hear her death rattle. The memory of it would have lulled me to sleep for the remainder of my days. Knowing that vile woman rests in pieces gives me great comfort. I'd like to offer you the same. When you are truly at a loss, when you have no choice but to back down or perish, you will find safety in my shadow. This, I promise. This is an island of many mysteries, of many horrors. I'll learn what I can. Perhaps there is some possible reprieve for the souls who suffer here.
Slane smiles at you and turns to leave. He takes no more than a few steps before he shimmers out of lizard form, blurring in midair back into a majestic dragon that soars away.